Necron Immortals. When the Necrons first conquered the galaxy, they did so through the unfaltering and implacable onslaught of legion upon legion of Immortals. These were the very elite of the Necron tier armies, hardened veterans born anew in tireless metal bodies. For hundreds of years, the Immortals were a scourge upon all who stood between the Necrons and galactic domination. Now the Immortal legions are but an echo of what they once were, for countless trillions were destroyed in the final days of the war in heaven. Yet billions more survived, and now wait only to be awakened from their tombs and begin the reconquest of the galaxy. As the shock troops of a Tomb World's armies, Immortals have a far wider range and depth of reaction than Necron warriors, for they have retained much of their tactical and strategic experience. In many ways, the transfer to machine bodies and minds only sharpened the Immortals' ability to prosecute war in an efficient fashion. Left to their own devices, a phalanx of Immortals continues to strive for victory using every tactic and stratagem at their disposal. This is not to say that Immortals do not have shortcomings. Most profound is the fact they are incapable of learning and adapting to new means of battle. On the rare occasions when Immortals are presented with a battlefield situation that cannot be conquered by ancient tactics, they will apply the counter-strategy they consider the closest match, regardless of its ultimate suitability. Fortunately, such instances are unusual, for no matter the advances in technology, war has changed very little since the days of the war in heaven. Immortals are capable of speech, albeit in flat and emotionless tones that are even more soulless than the hollow voices of the Overlords. This enables them to not only provide clinically precise battlefield reports to their superiors, but also to issue orders to Necron warriors, a factor that often increases the efficiency of the entire battlefront. Outside these parameters, Immortals are, at best, limited conversationalists, often falling prey to recursive loops of logic and procedure in place of conveying any pertinent information. If presented with an enquiry or concept beyond its understanding, an Immortal simply does not respond. This trait only serves to encourage the more arrogant Necron Overlords in their rambling and rhetorical soliloquies. This in turn ensures that a Nemesor's pre-battle address to his troops can drag on for an interminably long time, as he scours his Immortals' silent forms for some glimmer of understanding, and they, with patience born of utter incomprehension, stare straight back at him, waiting solemnly for the order that will throw them into battle once more. What Immortals lack in flexibility of approach, they more than make up for in durability and firepower. Immortals are more thickly armoured than Necron warriors, and can weather a storm of heavy bolter or assault cannon fire with little more to show for it than fresh carbon scoring on their already time-worn frames. Even should an Immortal be felled, its threat is not ended, for its auto-repair systems are, if anything, the tiniest fraction more efficient than that of the baseline warriors. Few foes can withstand the Immortals' return fire so easily. A single shot from a Gauss blaster can punch through most types of armour to strip flesh from bone, and the closer the Immortals come to their target, the shorter the interval between blistering volleys. At that point, all the foe can do is dive for cover. But this offers only a fool's hope of survival. There can be no hiding from Immortals. Their Gauss blasters will scour every nook and cranny until naught remains but ash on the breeze.